After winning their first game on opening day 8-6, it is now time for game 2. So the thing is, the defense and pitching went bad, and all of a sudden the game became tied. I thought I was going to lose, and I started raging and all that stuff. And then the whole editing with the cuts. So now we are getting right back into it. We're not doing MLB Network this time because it just was too much. So we're going to leave everything the same. Actually, today's cloudy, so we could change that up real quick. Get a little more realistic. As far as where I live, it's overcast, so we'll do that. We'll have Marcus Stroman on the mound. Like I said in the last video, no Noah Syndergaard because of the injury. And then the lineup, I'm going to keep it the same. I'm going to give like a week, maybe a week and a half before I let Conforto come back. So let's get right back into it. So as we look at our stats right now, we see Jeff McNeil. He had that great game last time, the 3 homers. Nimmo did well. Alonso hit a home run. Cano hit a home run. JD, he had a hit. Ramos had the big homer, but that's 7-8. I mean, didn't get a hit from either one of them. So that does need to get better. I would like to get a hit from, one of those 2 spots. And obviously Marcus Stroman is getting his first plate appearance. Going up against Steven Strasburg, who is someone that has given the Mets a lot of trouble when they faced him in their history. But I hope that I could do a little better. Strasburg is just a very tough pitcher. The way he could change speeds. He was so good for the Nationals in their World Series run, particularly in that World Series, whether it was starting or relieving. Strasburg is a major piece for them. I think Strasburg is a really important guy when we're thinking about Noah Syndergaard. And just the way that we hope that Syndergaard becomes the same pitcher after his Tommy John surgery, where somebody like Steven Strasburg, his velocity did take a dip, but he is still extremely effective and still a really good pitcher despite having the surgery. So now we have Marcus Stroman, who all in all, he had a good year when you combine both teams, the Blue Jays and the Mets. Obviously, he was better as a Blue Jay than as a Met. We know that when Stroman first got here, he had his struggles, but hoping for a good full year out of him. So here is the first pitch of game 2. Oh, God. No, I'm not catching this. No way. I caught it. Okay. Now, here's the thing. On this one, who is that? Is that JD? Oh, I got to fix it. On that last play with the right fielder there, I don't know how to field in this game. Obviously, the title of the last video was I can't catch because I couldn't. It's just like, I swear, I feel like I'm moving the guys there, and they just don't want to catch it. And in that case, I feel like I had no control in that roll foul. I feel like I had no control, and it's just like they drop it. Or in that play, I really thought he was going to drop it because he was like in front of the ball, and I'm trying to move him back. He won't move back. But that time he makes a routine catch. Meanwhile, with the Rosario play the other game, I really felt like I was getting under that ball, and it didn't happen. So, I mean, tough at bat. He does not strike out easily, especially in this game. Obviously, he crushed me that 3-run homer last time, but there I gave him a strikeout. Struck him out. 2 gone. So, nice strikeout from Marcus Stroman. And Stroman's going to be an extremely important player for the Mets. I said this in the Noah Syndergaard video, but it's just like now that Syndergaard is down and he can't be the number 2, like Marcus Stroman, he's a guy that he has high confidence. He does think highly of himself. And it's just like he really has to prove it. If the Mets do want to make the playoffs and make a little bit of a run, Marcus Stroman's going to have to be a really good number 2. I mean, that's something that's going to have to happen because obviously the Mets are not going to make another move since Syndergaard went down. So if they want to, be where they were, they're going to have to improve from within. And Marcus Stroman's going to have to be a huge piece of that. As I'm falling behind 3-1 here. Come on now. Oh, thank you, Wump. Oh, man. All right, payoff pitch. The 3-2 from Stroman. On the ground, Cano. He's got it. Alonso, inning over. So, nice scoreless. 1-2-3 inning from Marcus Stroman. And now we get our crack at Steven Strasburg. Not going to be easy. Strasburg, he had another good year last year. What's really interesting to me is kind of similar like DeGrom, but the way Strasburg's ERA is higher than Max Scherzer, but he has so many more wins, and it's just like such a weird thing, this whole idea of run support. What pitchers get run support, what pitchers don't. It's something that you really just can't figure out, and at this point, it almost seems like kind of a luck thing with the way it's happened for some of these pitchers. But Jeff McNeil leading off, I'm swinging. Oh, fouled it off. But that's the thing about Jeff, I gotta attack because that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna attack. And I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I know the Mets are gonna do their live stream again. I mean, honestly, I was hoping for like maybe a little more. I didn't like that. It was just the computer playing the computer. it was the regular MLB The Show broadcast. Like, I don't know, there just wasn't much energy to it. There wasn't much, like, excitement to it. I feel like what I'm doing, I'm creating a little bit of a different element, actually talking about the Mets and how things are actually going for them, and giving you some excitement, some Gary Cohen like calls. You know, I'm trying to say it like him. Obviously, I'm not him, but still, you know, just trying to have fun and talk about the Mets. That's what it's all about here. Oh man, timing was good, but geez, popped up. Really? I thought that was a good pitch to hit. All right, one down. I'm gonna tip that up to Strasburg just being good, because I said timing was there. So we got Nimmo. No, we gotta take that first pitch. That'd be a tough pitch to hit. Oh! Ah, no! I was a little late on that. That curveball really dropped. Oh my goodness. One of the things that kind of got swept under the rug lately because of the whole delay of spring training and baseball in general was that Pete Alonso was not having a great spring training. Like, his average was really, really low. I don't think he had any home runs to my recollection. So I'm just wondering that I hope Pete Alonso does not press and try to overdo it, because I really believed, in my opinion, that in that September stretch when the Mets had those games against the Braves and the Cubs, that Alonso was pressing and that he wasn't able to be, you know, the best version of him because he was trying to overdo it, overswing. We also saw Alonso do that when he was about to break the record. I mean, he was just flailing at everything, which is not the Pete Alonso. The one game that stands out to me in particular was one game the Mets pretty much blew, but as Alonso chose a walk here. But it was that game where he had that walk-off walk, and just a guy who, you know, he could lead the league in home runs, but has the smarts and the discipline to take a walk-off walk. I think that's really cool, and that's something I want to see Alonso do more of. I've also said this before, but the thing for me with Pete Alonso and some of these other big-time power heroes like a Judge or a Stanton is that these guys have so much natural power. I don't understand why they would take such hard swings when they really don't need to. These guys have so much natural strength that if they just hit it normal, just got a good bat on the ball, it's gonna go out anyway. So you really just focus on hitting the ball first instead of just trying to swing for the fences. I mean, that's just my opinion. I know, you know, it's not gonna work because of how much the league is home run driven, how much people like the long ball. So it's something that's gonna happen. But that's just something that I've noticed in my, you know, watching of all these different power hitters. Ah, man, I swung at ball 4 there. Jeez, all right, so I got a full count to Cano. Obviously, got to send Alonso. See what I could do here. I'm going to try to take a walk if I can. No, that's down the middle. I got to swing at that. Yeah, let's go. Cano puts it in the alleyway for extra bases. Alonso, I'm going to stop there. It would have been risky. Huh. And I didn't want to risk it. Try to keep the inning going, try to get Strasburg's pitch count up. I said in the last video, but very important against the Nationals bullpen. You do not want to face these starters the whole game. Davis, ground out. Oh man, that was a good pitch to hit too. Just missed it. All right, at least we got 21 pitches out of him. Got a couple runners on, but at the end of one, it's still a scoreless game. I do a Juan Soto now. Not fun. It's very interesting right now, you know, knowing that Marcus Stroman right now is in the game. His first start is against the Nationals. We still don't know who the Mets' real first game is going to be against. Will it be the same schedule? We don't know yet. But I do remember that in Marcus Stroman's first home start, which was against the Washington Nationals in that big series where the Mets made those epic comebacks because of all the runs that Marcus Stroman gave up in that start, and struck him out. And what I thought was really interesting about Stroman was that in his first home start, the way he was sweating, he obviously was very amped up and very emotional about it. You could just see that his control was all over the place. He's screaming, he's sweating. So I really think that Marcus Stroman has got to find a way to contain himself and, you know, keep all that stuff tucked in, because my thing is that if the Mets are in the playoffs, you know, it struck him out. There's going to be a lot more intensity than there is in a, you know, home start against the Washington Nationals. So if Marcus Stroman can't compose himself under that circumstances, I don't know how he'd be able to handle a playoff start. You know what I mean? So I do think that's something really important to keep an eye on. You know, how would he perform in that kind of scenario? Because you need to have guys that come through and don't collapse when the regular season starts and be able to field the ball. I mean, come on, did you guys see that? Like, stuff like that is, you know, the things that we're trying to recreate the real stuff as much as we can, but there's only so much we can do when you have nonsense like this that happens where, like, it should have been an easy fielding attempt for Marcus Stroman. Here's a guy who's a gold glover at pitcher. He takes a lot of pride in his fielding, and this is a slow runner we have going to first, and he just takes his time and lets him reach base, and I'm spamming circle. I'm trying my best to throw him out, and it just doesn't happen. And now all of a sudden the whole inning could collapse now because of one silly, look at this, one silly play because of the video game, and now we're screwed. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Can't throw it online. It's just like, oh my gosh, man. This is so, it's stuff like this is just so annoying and ridiculous. The 0-2 from Stroman. On the ground. JD, please. Inning over, but the Nationals get 2 runs courtesy of, I don't know what the heck Marcus Stroman was doing play. And it's 2-0 Washington. They didn't even count that as an error. Okay then. Well, Ramos, we're going to need another big hit out of you. Timing good. Fastball down the middle and it's chopped. Sure. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Now that we know the season is going to be delayed, it does make it interesting. What is Dominic Smith's role going to be now? Because the thing is that, like, with the way things were originally setting up, you know, on March 28th or whatever, the thing is that with Conforto being out, that opened the door for Dom Smith to get some opportunities, whether it be him or Jake Marisnick, which is probably what the Mets might have done, is have Marisnick start. But I'm using Dom Smith just because I kind of want to instead, and see what it would look like if they were to do that. But the thing is that once all the guys should be healthy, like, I really hope that there's no more random injuries while there's no games going on. As Dom Smith hits one deep right field, back is Thames, makes the catch at the wall. Oh, I could have used that homer so badly. But, you know, as long as no one else gets randomly injured, I don't know if Dom Smith is really going to have much of a role on the team. And it's just like, would you potentially trade him for a starting pitcher if the Mets are having pitcher trouble since the Syndergaard injury happened? I don't know. It's something fascinating to think of. I know, you know, you could think of trading Dom Smith for potentially a reliever because you know how much the Mets need help in that department. But it's going to be a very interesting to see what happens there. All right, let's see. Now watch this. Watch Steven Strasburg throw out Rosario. You see, like, stuff like that makes me not want to play the game. I mean, the fact that Marcus Stroman, who's a good fielder, completely botches that play, a guy with 19 speed. Meanwhile, on the run, Strasburg gets out 83 speed on Med Rosario. Like, why does stuff happen like that? Something really interesting real quick, guys. I mean, this is just a complete side note. It's just there's really anything going on with the real sports, but I've said that I wanted to go to today's game, this Saturday game, because you get the bobblehead and what have you. But on the forecast, it says it's going to rain all day. And it's just like, let's just say that this game was supposed to be played. I would have been so mad if it turned out to be raining and I couldn't go to the game after, like, I took off from work and all that. Oh, man, I would have been really, really upset. So, I mean, obviously the game did get played, and I don't know what they are going to end up doing with the bobblehead. I would like to find out, because then maybe I could go to that whatever the new game is going to be, if there is going to be one. So, all that's going to be really fascinating. And that one gets away as well. So all of a sudden, Brandon Nimmo's now moving up to third base. So just got to try to get a hit here. Just I want to get on the board. That would be great. Nope. Full count. Do we send Brandon Nimmo with the full count? I'm just kidding. It's not going to happen. Oh, such a good pitch. Oh, my goodness. Great pitch. Struck me out. Inning over. Whew, that was a good opportunity there. I mean, I've definitely squandered a couple already. Obviously, the top of the order still have not gotten a single hit with Dom Smith or Rosario. The 0-2 struck him out. Marcus Stroman strikes out the side in order. And going into the bottom of the fourth, still 2-0 Nationals. Mets gonna try to get something going. I'm trying, guys. I am trying. Cano gives it a drive to deep right field. Back goes Thames, looking up, off the wall. So Robbie Cano should have a leadoff double if he can get in there with that 12 speed, but he is safe. So we got another good opportunity here. Hopefully JD can come through. JD threw the whole base hit with Cano's 12 speed. Just gotta keep him there. Gonna have to station him. Man, is Cano slow in this game? I think Cano's a little faster than that, but because of how much he like jogs and doesn't run all out, they just keep him at that 12 speed. And it was like, of course, last year, the one time he's really hustling, just tears a hamstring. Because his hamstrings aren't used to that. They're used to just, you know, chilling, not really trying. All of a sudden, it's like, oh my gosh, we have to actually do stuff. Oh, there goes my hamstring. Goodbye. Ramos gives it a drive to deep left field. Back goes Juan Soto. It's out of here! A 3-run shot from Wilson Ramos. You know what, guys? I gotta tell you, the Mets are now up 3-2. But the thing with Ramos is that, you know, I'm such a huge fan of him, and I always, you know, stand up for him and stand by him, even when people don't love his defense, which I don't love, or how much he hits ground balls to the left side. But I just love having a catcher that can hit, and in back-to-back games, he has given me massive home runs. When I blew the game, the last one, it was 6-6. He hits the go-ahead home run. And again, I'm behind. Ramos gives me the big 3-run shot. I just love the Buffalo. You know that. It's my guy right there. You know. And the thing about Ramos that's really interesting, too, is I have been saying for a while, like, even before they actually signed him, like, years before that, I've been saying, like, the Mets should get this guy, because when you watch him as a National, the way he hits so well, crush the Mets every single time. And then he's at the Phillies and, like, he's crushing the Mets. And it's just like, man, they better get this guy. And I'm just glad they did. It's nice having a catcher that can hit. And I just thought he was good for them in that second half. This is fun, guys. I really hope you guys are enjoying this, because this is fun. Is it still fun? It is. A blue pin for Ahmed Rizar. His first hit of the year. I was late. I was jammed. But I got a piece of it. So let's see what we can make happen here. We obviously are going to bunch Stroman here. No, nothing to debate. 2 on, nobody out. Got McNeil next. Let's make it happen. Nice bunt. Huh, guys, you think the Mets are bad at bunting in real life? Wait till you see how difficult it is to bunt in this video game. I'm going to show you guys. I'm not cutting anything so you could watch. Look at this. Look, pitch is right over the middle. Can't even get a piece of it. I'm going to bunt again just so I can prove to you guys how impossible it is to bunt in this game. Watch. Just watch. Watch him. Oh, Cabrera boots it. Can I reach base? Can I get a redemption? Oh, snap. Now the bases are loaded. Uh-oh, I get some redemption. Oh, man, base is loaded. Nobody out. Jeff McNeil at the plate. Oh, I got to calm down here because I don't want to get too excited and mess up a really good pitch. This is a big AB right now. I knew it. I knew I was going to blow it. I got excited. First pitch I saw that was over the plate. I'm going to swing. Double play. A run scores. Oh, my gosh. I knew I was going to do that. I literally said I was going to. Got Pure Alonso on deck again. I am looking walk here. I would like a walk. Nah, that pitch was over the plate. I had to. Full count. Good timing, but again, chopped. That's so frustrating. But we do get in front, courtesy of that big 3-run home from Wilson Ramos and that bad double play on my part with McNeil. At least we have a lead, though, so it changes the game. Let's make it happen. I don't know what Nimmo's looking at. Oh, didn't I turn MLB Network off? Because I'm trying to skip this. This makes the videos take so much longer, and it's an extra cut I have to use. I said it in the voiceover later on in the game, but it's just like I only have a certain amount of cuts I'm allowed to do on Share Factory. So it's like that's one that I'm going to have to... I'm about to leave it in, actually. And, oh my gosh, man. I swear, defense is such a problem in these games. This is Ryan Zimmerman here getting infield singles because Cano wants to do 10 million glove taps. Watch me exploit the defense in this game. What's funny is that I had him play there. I had him out, and of course he throws it off. The 3-2. On the ground, Rosario goes to shot. Boots it! Oh, gets it to Alonso in time. Oh, man, I almost screamed. I'm telling you, the defense is such a problem. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. No way. Guys, come on. Let's talk about this one. Please tell me how that happened. Curveball right over the middle. Good timing with Pete Alonso, and it's a little pop-up to center field. I mean, come on, guys. Seriously. Again, I have it on directional because it makes it look more sim instead of having, because I use zone, we have the box going all over the place. It doesn't really make it for as much of a simulation experience like a real mech game if you have a box going all over the place. But still, it's just like, you know, if the ball is right down the middle and I have good timing, I understand that because of algorithm and difficulty and Strasburg and whatnot, like, it's not going to be an amazing hit every time, but this has been a few times already in this game where it's like, I should have at least gotten something a little better than that, as Cano has 3 hits already. I wish Cano did this in a real game against Strasburg. That's another thing I want to talk about real quick, is how about, again, it's just like something we didn't talk about enough last year, I feel like, but the way, off Strasburg's foot, I hope he's out for the year, I'm just kidding, but, with Cano, the way how he was just so great in that spring training. I mean, his average was near 400. He was hitting everything. He was, they're taking out Strasburg, perfect. Just making it look effortless. And then when you have the regular season start, he hits the home run on opening day against Max Scherzer, and you're like, okay, well, he's continuing on that great spring. It's going to be a really good year from Cano. He's going to stick it to the Yankees for them not wanting him and show that he's still good after the suspension and whatnot. And, you know, Wilson Ramos hits into a double play, which completely ruins my inning. But still, it was just like, then all of a sudden, he just fell off the cliff. And was not the same guy at all. Yes, he had that 1-3 home run game against the Padres, and he heated up a little bit in August when everybody was heating up. But, I mean, the Mets really could use him in a lot more situations. Again, with where he was batting in the lineup, 3rd or 4th, it just squandered a lot of opportunities and really messed up a lot of rallies. I can't field, we already know that. But it's just like, maybe because he got hit in the hands so much and messed up his timing, because he would have to miss a few games here or there, and I just wasn't able to really get back into it. Maybe. But I really hope that he gets better, because it's just like, it's the contract and the way the deal is, it's just going to become harder and harder each year if he's not, you know, hitting at a high level, and if Diaz is being a bad closer. Speaking of bullpen, we're going to have to warm somebody up now. I wish I could field. It'd make these games go by so much smoother. And Cano is hurt! Oh my god, speaking of Cano, he is hurt. Well, I'm going to Nooney, but what the heck?
Your attention, please.
Was it because I dove with him? Did I dive with him? Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Did I dive with Cano without even realizing it? Let me see this. Oh! Thanks, Gabe. Alright, so let's see. Who are we going to warm up here? Since it is the 6th inning, I'm going to warm up Familia. It's just what I'm thinking, because the way I'm setting it up, the way I like it, for me personally, is I kind of like Familia in the 6th, Betances in the 7th, Lugo in the 8th, and then Diaz in the 9th. Obviously, it's not ideal, but I think it's something similar to what the Mets would have done. Maybe flip-flop Lugo and Betances. We won't really know until the real thing happens. That missed? What? What?
Outside, ball 4.
I swear, guys, I don't do this on purpose. I really don't. I mean, I wouldn't. Why would I? I'm too competitive to let a team back into a game. If you know me, you know I do not let the computer do well on purpose. That is not what I do. No way. But it's just like, between classic and the fielding and the ridiculousness of this game, these games get way too competitive for me. Too close. I don't like this. 1-2 from Stroman. 2-2 from Stroman. Got him, look it. 1 out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
I'm considering walking Zimmerman here to face the pitcher because obviously we know they have the relief pitcher up. But I'm not going to do it because there is one out. So I'm just going to let it happen. Hope for the best here. Don't want to throw it away. Got him! Looking again. Back to back. Big strikeouts by Stroman. His 10th punch out. Oh, yeah, they're going to start on Castro again. All right. That's not pick the wrong pitch.
Number 14, Starling Castro.
Nice pitch. Oh, thank you. I'm finally giving you a good call. The 0-2 from Stroman. No. The 1-2 from Stroman. Struck him out, inning over. And that will do it for Marcus Stroman. 6 innings, 3 runs. I don't know how many of them are earned. I guess maybe just 2 of them from that error on Nimmo. So hard to feel in this game. Austin Voth coming back in the game. Faced him last time. Oh, of course he's facing this terrible part of the order. I just got to think real quick. Okay, so now let's see if we can get the bullpen. Let's take a look here. You know what? It's the 7th inning. I still think Betances is the guy, but I kind of want to give Justin Wilson a try because what I'm looking at here, guys, is Trey Turner has less power against lefties. Adam Ian has less contact and less power against lefties. The one guy that worries me a little bit is Howie Kendrick because his stats increase. Then you have Juan Soto after him. Just thinking because maybe where's Diaz? He's over here. I'm just thinking that like if I could get Wilson to pitch the 7th and then get Betances to pitch the 8th with Lugo do the 9th, I could just completely avoid Diaz. That would be good. You know, if I had to win this game, that is what I would do. But like I said, I do think the Mets are going to let Diaz be the closer again, at least in the beginning part of the season. So I'm going to have to let it just be Betances, Lugo, Diaz, especially because everybody is fully rested, so I am allowed to do that. You know, if one of these guys were tired, I might have to do that other scenario I talked about, you know, using Wilson. But I don't know. Yeah, I got to think about it. We'll see. I don't even know who to pinch here. The bench is awful, guys. That's one of the other things about the Mets is that I can't believe Rizzo has that much power, does he? I'm thinking about it. Maybe later. You know, because Cordell, he's not going to do nothing. Yorme, look at that, 21 power. Tomas Nido, like, these guys cannot hit. All I have is Matt Adams. That's it.
Your attention, please.
That's one of the other things that, like, once, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I was going to say that once I get Conforto back, then I can move Dom Smith to the bench because he's a good hitter. But I can't even hit with him, so what good would that do me? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Bench is very rough. No doubt. You know, it would help if I had, like, you know, Lowry and Cespedes, only because they have really good ratings in the game, so that would definitely make the bench a lot better. But we'll see what happens because, you know what, when this season does eventually start, I think Cespedes would be able to play if it was something like June or maybe July. Like, let's just say, for the sake of argument, it's June. Cespedes should be ready. But Jed Lowry, I really don't know with him anymore. Like, I have no idea if he's going to play, if he does, when that would be. We really have no idea with him. That was such a terrible signing. It really was. I wasn't crazy about the Jed Lowry sign when they first got him because I was just like, where is he going to play? Because you have Cano at second, McNeil should be at third. So where are you going to put Jed Lowry? And nowhere, obviously, because they didn't play. So they gave him so much money, and for 2 years, I mean, $10 million a year for a bench player who isn't even that good, is on the decline. I mean, that was such a... man. I stink. That was a good pitch, but I stink. That was early as heck. Alright, so gonna go Betances. Let's do it. Oh, all over the place. Walked him on 4 pitches. And I wasn't trying to throw a single ball that at bat. That's just what Classic does. He's going. Alright, keep an eye on him. And the 3-batter minimum rule, I don't want things to get too bad before I have to go to... I might have to get Lugo... I have to get Lugo warmed up. And it's a tie game. Trey Turner's speed. Tie game. Wow. That was fast.
Now batting, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Oh, man. You guys saw that. I was trying to locate up, and he just throws it right down the middle. And I threw it to the cutoff man also, by the way.
The left fielder, number 22, 1-0 Soto.
One and two.
Count 1 and 2.
There's a 1-2 from Betances. Struck him out. Oof, big 100-mile fastball upstairs. Well, maybe I could get out of it.
Up next for Washington, the right fielder, Eric.
Nope, that's the ball.
At this rate, guys, like the starting pitchers are gonna get no victories with the way I blow these leads, which is kind of, or if I even get a victory. As the Nationals are gonna take the lead here. Oh, an RBI single from Eric Thames.
Now batting, the catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Ball, that's out.
This is gonna be Betances' last batter here. Yeah. 1 and 2.
The count is 1 and 2.
1-2 from Betances.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Off the plate. Another 2-2. Out of the way. Kurt Suzuki's another guy. Tough out. We can't get rid of this guy. 2-2. Do you see what I mean? I'm going fastball up. Full count.
No, that's the ball. Take the base.
Wow. Walked him. Cabrera. Oh, this guy, man.
The third baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
I'm just going to Lugo because I just don't trust Betances right now. I really don't.
Your attention,
He's just
please.
too all over the place for me. I'm going to Lugo.
For the Mets, number 67.
I hate that bar that pops up. I can't see what pitch I'm supposed to call.
Nope, outside.
Still can't throw a strike.
That's in. Ball 2.
Man.
Hey! No, that's low.
Guys, I'm trying to throw strikes here. It is not letting me. You see where I'm locating? I'm putting it in the strike zone, and it won't go there. I'm not trying to walk these guys. I really don't. I don't like getting behind in counts. Big 3-2 from Lugo. Struck him out. Inning over. And McNeil had those 3 homers for me last game. Not doing as well this time around. So I'll take the base runners any way I can get them because I really don't want to lose, especially the way it's gone. All these mistakes, especially on defense. And McNeil, all right, gives a rip, deep right field, back goes Thames, off the wall. All right, that's a good way to start the inning. A leadoff double from Jeff McNeil. All right, here we go. Yeah, guys, you know what I'm thinking about? I'm not going to do it, but I would love to try to bunt here, to move McNeil to third, to let Alonso drive him in, and the way they're playing right now, maybe even let Brandon Nimmo just use his speed. I'm going to give it one try. Just one try, please. Oh, my gosh. Now, this game, guys, it won't let you think. Like, come on. Come on, guys. You mean to tell me that a last-second bunt, it's going to pop up that high for the catcher to easily catch it? I should have just... Oh, my gosh.
Count 1-0.
This game, man. This game right here is something else, I tell you. It really is. Oh, my God. Anyway, so as I was trying to tell you guys before, you can't bunt in this game. Whether you're trying to sacrifice bunt for a hit, can't do it. But the computer does it, it's perfect every time. Perfect. But when I do it, never. Never. I just wasted such a good important at bat. But I don't know. I liked my idea, though, because the way they were playing with Nimmo's speed, Nimmo doesn't have great stats against lefties in this game. I thought it was a good play, just because it made it a lot easier for Alonso to drive him in. Just a little fly ball, and that's it. Tie game, but we're not having it. Moved him over to third, but now it's 2 outs. So Cano, he had a good game against Strasburg. Now he's facing the lefty. Gonna need a hit here. Yeah, I'm going against Daniel Hudson. Oh, that's right, Cano got hurt. Oh my gosh, this is Eduardo Nunez now. I completely forgot Cano got hurt. I'm just so flustered with all the other craziness that's happened. I hope Cano isn't hurt long term. That'd be crazy. We'll see. Just because I had to dive like a dope. And that teaches me I'm not diving unless I have to now, knowing that something like that could happen. And obviously I do have injuries on because I do want it to be more realistic. We know that knowing the Mets and just knowing baseball in general, no team is going to get through a whole year with nobody hurt. So, again, just trying to make it as realistic as I can. Well, I'll do it. I liked my chances if I had Cano, though. I really do. It's all good. So, after Lugo getting that last out, and just with the way the Mets bullpen is, I'm going to stick with him. Well, I mean, what else could go wrong at this point? I know I complimented them changing Seth Lugo's delivery. It looks more realistic, but it feels like it takes so long just for him to throw the ball. Struck him out, inning over. Oof. All right, keeping it close. Okay. Stinks I'm facing Daniel Hudson, so he's good. I still have Will Harris and Doolittle. Oh, man. JD, good play by Trey Turner. 1 out. Oh man, that was right down the middle. I thought I could have put a better hit on that. It was over the plate. My timing was good, but boot seemed fly out. Man, oh man. Now, like, that's game right there, honestly. Because it's not going to happen with... Oh, they went to Will Harris now? Oh, my... Oh, yeah. You had to make a pitcher change to face the amazing Dom Smith and Rosario crappy pitch hitter combination. Actually, wait a minute. Timeout. Wait a second. Hold on. I got to look at the bullpen. I don't know what's going on there. Wilson's still warming up. You know what? I might let Wilson pitch. I think I might. We'll see. I gotta see what Lugo's... I don't really want to lose Lugo for a couple days, though, so maybe I'll let Wilson pitch. Because sometimes, just like, I don't really feel like I'm going to win this game, but I got to be honest with you, so I might just have to take my loss. Don't, you know, lose Lugo long-term as far as, like, the next couple games in the process. Oh, maybe we have a little bit of a puncher's chance here. Okay, Dom Smith is on base. Pinch running. I got it, guys. Don't gotta tell me. I know, I'm pinch running. Let's go. Let's get Cordell out there. Okay. Did I not do it? Hold on. Wait. Did I not do it? What happened? Dom Smith? Ryan Cordell? Yes. Guys. What? Why? Why is it not doing it? What am I doing wrong here? Please tell me. Dominic Smith. Ryan Cordell. Are you sure you want to pinch on Ryan Cordell for Dominic Smith? Yes. Why do I still see Dominic Smith there, guys? What? Please, if somebody can tell me what that was, please tell me. Why can I not do it? I have to do it. Not that I'm going to hit it anyway, but still. Again, to go back to that play earlier in the game with Stroman, that guy with the 19 speed, I think it was Kurt Suzuki. The fact that Stroman couldn't get him out, but Will Harris just pulled off that on Rosario, drives me nuts. Okay, I'm taking Lugo out. I got it. Can I actually do this, or is it not going to let me?
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Mets. Number 38.
I should have double switched. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. I'm probably never going to have to pitch another inning. So this is going to be really interesting here because if you remember that 7th inning where I gave everything up, I was contemplating, do I go to Wilson, do I go to Betances, because just the way the lefties were matching up against Wilson. I went with Betances, but this is a good chance to see what should I have done. Should I have gone to Wilson? Should I have gone? So of course this game has taken so long. It went over an hour, and as I've said before, the Share Factory, it has a limit on how long the clips could go. So I don't know how I'm gonna make this happen now. Not that it matters. Oh my gosh. Now, if you guys remember, I was trying to put Cordell in, and it's just like, of course. 0-2. Struck him out. Wilson pitched really well, though. I wish I went to him in the 7th inning, though. Definitely would have helped. Maybe the game could actually recorded, and I could have won. But what are you gonna do? Obviously, hindsight's 20/20, and can't rewind time.
Nope.
I have to go to Marisnik here. Oh yeah, he's gonna save the day. As you guys know, I'm not a big fan of the Marisnik signing. I really don't like that. Here you have a guy who cannot hit at all. And again, guys, you think of all the fielding trouble I have had, and they make plays like that on a guy with 83 speed again, right down the middle. Good timing. Nothing happening. That's a strike. That's what I needed. Thanks, Ump. That's exactly what I needed. Call like that. That was risky. So many things went wrong in this game. I mean, you lose by 1 run. You could just think of so many little things you could have done differently to win the game. And that's it. Ball game over. Nationals win 5-4. Put it in the books. I mean, I don't even know what to say at this point. So many things went wrong. First of all, Nimmo for 5. That was great at the 2 spot. Cano getting hurt after having 3 hits, of course. Dom Smith and Rosario, they got, you know, a little bit going that game. Nothing on the bench between Mavs and Marisnik. No surprise there. The defense was brutal as ever. Missed so many plays. The showman play. The plays in the outfield. Meanwhile, they make a bunch of terrific defensive plays. You think of all the good timings I had where they were no hits. They were just little pop-ups or balls that nothing really happened. And the pitching with the classic. I mean, the ball going all over the place. We had the fielding error by Alonso on the double play. I mean, so many things went wrong in this game. And you know what? That's what has it end up being a loss. But I hope you guys did enjoy this. And the next game will be, of course, tomorrow. The Sunday game the Mets have against the Nationals. Wrap up that series. But, again, stay healthy. Stay safe.